there are various things that we as members of Congress and our staff deal with in trying to keep attacks, cyber attacks on the government. You know, such things as you know, changing our passwords, and they've improved the passwords to it's a little harder to get them in, and you got to remember them, a little more difficulty. You know, it can't just be your, you know, your cat's name or your dog's name and that sort of thing. You got to put question marks after the cat's name now or whatever. But it's a bit more complicated. And they're also changed periodically, and I don't necessarily want to give out, you know, government secrets here as to how often we have to change it, but it was a certain number of months, and now that's been shortened to a fewer number of months. What's the private sector doing along those, and what would you recommend to small businesses in that area? Mr. Groban?
Chairman, I think one of the things that Intel Security is investing in is solving or helping to provide key assets for this problem by making biometrics available to a much broader audience, including small business and consumers. So when you prove that you really are you to another entity, you're doing it not just with a password, which can be transferred to somebody else, but you actually need to use something like facial recognition in order to do that. And I think as these technologies become more consumable, they'll be a key part of the strategy to solve the problem you articulate.
Okay. Thank you very much. Just for the record, we don't have a cat. We have a turtle, and I'm not going to tell you what his name is. So I'll now yield to the